Soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Redfield Energy is a 65 million gallon ethanol plant that produces over 200,000 tons of distillers and grids for over 22 million bushels of corn, providing a quality feed market for all local feeders. At Redfield Energy, they take pride in providing an economic impact on the agricultural industry, community, state, and its utility holders. Located 2 miles north of Redfield, make Redfield Energy your preferred market for locally grown corn. Redfield Energy is a proud supporter of Redfield Pheasant sports and activities.
A credit card that fits your lifestyle and saves you money. Why would you settle for anything less? A Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Visa will earn travel rewards, 1% cash back, and 9.90% annual percentage rate, the right rate. And all the right features puts you right where you want to be. Stop by any convenient branch location or check us out online at dakotalandfcu.com. Dakota Land, federally insured by NCUA.
At Randall Pharmacy in Redfield, community and care come together. We are dedicated to enhancing lives, all while nurturing our local community. Our dependable team of familiar, smiling faces like Ryan, Trisha, Anna and Nikayla, Bonnie and Penny are committed to providing more than just prescription medications. We are here to build lasting relationships while creating connections with our customers that stand the test of time. Experience the excellence of tailor-made pharmacy care just for you at Randall Pharmacy in Redfield.
The One Stop in Redfield is a friendly, family-owned business. We carry hot stuff, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Before you take a trip, or if you're just out and about, stop by and fuel up with Sinclair gasoline from E30 to E85. Use your Dino app for extra savings and your Pump and Save card for free stuff. Don't forget to visit the automatic car wash for that spotless shine. One Stop in Redfield is a proud supporter of all school sports and activities.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV. Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. so farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
At Brueggemann Crop Services, they offer a full line of crop insurance products backed by years of experience to ensure you're getting the best risk management package for your specific operation. They are also your full-service channel seed provider, along with a full line of seed treatments. As farmers themselves, they will tailor a plan that will set you at ease for everything nature may throw at you. Crop insurance is their only insurance. For a no-obligation insurance or seed quote, call 853-3200 or check them out online at BrueggemannCropInsurance.com.
Being local means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At AgTegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
You'll find friendly, small-town service at your locally owned and operated SBS Lumber and Hardware in Redfield. They have all your small home repair needs covered. Plus, they now carry lumber and Valspar paints, along with all of your painting supplies. They have your fencing needs covered, too. From carry pet to livestock, they're a proud supporter of all youth athletics and activities. So for whatever you need, look no further than your locally owned and operated SBS Lumber and Hardware in Redfield.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Ready to transform your fitness journey? Join Anytime Fitness in Redfield today for just $1. Hurry in and take advantage of this limited time special. Their 24/7 gym offers top-notch equipment and a supportive community to help you reach your goals. Now's the time to seize the chance to kickstart your fitness journey. Find them on Facebook at Redfield Anytime Fitness. Act now and take the first step towards a healthier, stronger you. Anytime Fitness, proud sponsor of Redfield sports and school activities.
At Community Memorial Hospital and Redfield Clinic, they recognize the value of every person and are guided by their commitment to excellence and leadership. Their mission is to improve the health of every person they serve through the efficient delivery of excellent, innovative, and compassionate care. Schedule your appointment or virtual visit with your care provider. Community Memorial Hospital and Clinic. Best of care, close to home.
At Heartland State Bank, our customers are at the center of everything we do. Heartland State Bank is a family-owned community bank and here for you. We have an experienced lending staff for fast, local decisions. Heartland State Bank offers competitive rates and is proud to provide uptown services with a hometown touch. With 4 locations in Redfield, Tulare, Wessington, and Highmore, we aspire to support the communities we live and work in. Heartland State Bank, member FDIC.
At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life. Have you thought
Back
about
to the Heartland State Bank Press Box. Heartland State Bank, a proud sponsor of all our local students and student athletes.
education? Do you love helping people? A healthcare career may be an excellent opportunity for you. Hi, I'm Chandler Comas, clinical adjunct and lab instructor for the nursing program through Southeast Technical College at the Huron Community Campus. Students at the Huron Community Campus can partner with NSU and Southeast Tech to complete the prerequisites and courses for the medical assistant, practical nursing, and RN programs, all while saving money and staying close to home. Call Doug at 353-8518 to discuss the healthcare career that interests you.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Are you confident in your ag equipment for the season ahead? You can be with an inspection from the RDO Equipment Company. Whether it's routine maintenance, annual inspections, or anything in between, their knowledgeable team of service experts will care for your fleet like it's their own. RDO Equipment Company offers a range of service and support options to ensure your equipment is fully maximized. Learn more about available options and get your inspection scheduled today. Visit rdoequipment.com/service or contact their Redfield store today. Looking to maximize your crop yields? Turn to Proven Ag, your trusted experts located north of Redfield. Proven Ag specializes in pioneer seed, chemical sales, and crop consulting. Plus, they offer access to any other seed or forage needs you may have. For top-notch service and results, call Adam at 605-460-0570 or Drew at 605-460-1999. Let's grow success together with Proven Ag, a proud sponsor of Redfield Area Athletics and Events.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Redfield Energy is a 65 million gallon ethanol plant that produces over 200,000 tons of distillers and grids for over 22 million bushels of corn, providing a quality feed market for all local feeders. At Redfield Energy, they take pride in providing an economic impact on the agricultural industry, community, state, and its utility holders. Located 2 miles north of Redfield, make Redfield Energy your preferred market for locally grown corn. Redfield Energy is a proud supporter of Redfield Pheasant sports and activities.
A credit card that fits your lifestyle and saves you money. Why would you settle for anything less? A Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Visa will earn travel rewards, 1% cash back, and 9.90% annual percentage rate, the right rate. And all the right features puts you right where you want to be. Stop by any convenient branch location or check us out online at DakotaLandFCU.com. Dakota Land, federally insured by NCUA.
At Randall Pharmacy in Redfield, community and care come together. We are dedicated to enhancing lives, all while nurturing our local community. Our dependable team of familiar, smiling faces like Ryan, Trisha, Anna and Nikayla, Bonnie and Penny are committed to providing more than just prescription medications. We are here to build lasting relationships while creating connections with our customers that stand the test of time. Experience the excellence of tailor-made pharmacy care just for you at Randall Pharmacy in Redfield.
The One Stop in Redfield is a friendly, family-owned business. We carry hot stuff, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Before you take a trip, or if you're just out and about, stop by and fuel up with Sinclair gasoline from E30 to E85. Use your Dino app for extra savings and your Pump and Save card for free stuff. Don't forget to visit the automatic car wash for that spotless shine. One Stop in Redfield is a proud supporter of all school sports and activities.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV. Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
At Milbank Crop Services, they offer a full line of crop insurance products backed by years of experience to ensure you're getting the best risk management package for your specific operation. They are also your full-service channel seed provider, along with a full line of seed treatments. As farmers themselves, they will tailor a plan that will set you at ease for everything nature may throw at you. Crop insurance is their only insurance. For a no-obligation insurance or seed quote, call 853-3200 or check them out online at BrueggemannCropInsurance.com.
Being local means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At AgTegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
You'll find friendly, small-town service at your locally owned and operated SBS Lumber and Hardware in Redfield. They have all your small home repair needs covered. Plus, they now carry lumber and Valspar paints, along with all of your painting supplies. They have your fencing needs covered, too. From carry pet to livestock, they're a proud supporter of all youth athletics and activities. So for whatever you need, look no further than your locally owned and operated SBS Lumber and Hardware in Redfield.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Ready to transform your fitness journey? Join Anytime Fitness in Redfield today for just $1. Hurry in and take advantage of this limited time special. Their 24/7 gym offers top-notch equipment and a supportive community to help you reach your goals. Now's the time to seize the chance to kickstart your fitness journey. Find them on Facebook at Redfield Anytime Fitness. Act now and take the first step towards a healthier, stronger you. Anytime Fitness, proud sponsor of Redfield sports and school activities.
At Community Memorial Hospital and Redfield Clinic, they recognize the value of every person and are guided by their commitment to excellence and leadership. Their mission is to improve the health of every person they serve through the efficient delivery of excellent, innovative, and compassionate care. Schedule your appointment or virtual visit with your care provider. Community Memorial Hospital and Clinic. Best of care, close to home.
At Heartland State Bank, our customers are at the center of everything we do. Heartland State Bank is a family-owned community bank and here for you. We have an experienced lending staff for fast, local decisions. Heartland State Bank offers competitive rates and is proud to provide uptown services with a hometown touch. With 4 locations in Redfield, Tulare, Wessington, and Highmore, we aspire to support the communities we live and work in. Heartland State Bank, member FDIC.
At Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Have you thought about advancing your education? Do you love helping people? A healthcare career may be an excellent opportunity for you. Hi, I'm Chandler Comas, clinical adjunct and lab instructor for the nursing program through Southeast Technical College at the Huron Community Campus. Students at the Huron Community Campus can partner with NSU and Southeast Tech to complete the prerequisites and courses for the medical assistant, practical nursing, and RN programs, all while saving money and staying close to home. Call Doug at 353-8518 to discuss the healthcare career that interests you.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Are you confident in your ag equipment for the season ahead? You can be with an inspection from the RDO Equipment Company. Whether it's routine maintenance, annual inspections, or anything in between, their knowledgeable team of service experts will care for your fleet like it's their own. RDO Equipment Company offers a range of service and support options to ensure your equipment is fully maximized. Learn more about available options and get your inspection scheduled today. Visit rdoequipment.com/service or contact their Redfield store today. Looking to maximize your crop yields? Turn to Proven Ag, your trusted experts located north of Redfield. Proven Ag specializes in pioneer seed, chemical sales, and crop consulting. Plus, they offer access to any other seed or forage needs you may have. For top-notch service and results, call Adam at 605-460-0570 or Drew at 605-460-1999. Let's grow success together with Proven Ag, a proud sponsor of Redfield area athletics and events. Welcome back to the Heartland State Bank
innocence of youth.
Heartland State Bank,
Is there
a
anything
proud
any
sponsor of
better?
all our local students
soon they'll
and
be in high
student
school.
athletes.
Good evening and welcome to the Ken Greeno building for tonight's Northeast Conference volleyball matchup between our visitors from Milbank and the home team, the Redfield Pheasants. Tonight's matchup goes back as far as the beginning of time. Both schools are charter members of the Northeast Conference and have a long storied volleyball history. This game is also important for playoff seedings where both teams could meet up later in the postseason. Coach, we're about halfway through the season, getting close to there. How much would a coach look at this game tonight, the results, And then, halfway or at the end of the year, how much would they look back and say, oh, Redfield or Milbank is the same team? Or how much room is there for growth still in the season?
There's room for growth. I think for the Pheasants, it's more about righting the ship right now, being a little more consistent, shoring up that serve receive, getting the serve percentage up there, and just getting things to click right. You never want to go into the postseason going, we should have had that one.
Yep, no, definitely agree with you there. And we're about at the halfway mark. Playoffs will start end October. So let's a little bit about Milbank. They are 7-6 on the year. They are number 2, or sitting in the number 2 spot in Region 1A. Groton is in the 1 spot. They last played Tuesday, September 24th, which would have been a couple days ago, and lost to Sioux Valley in 4 sets. Coming into tonight, they are 2-2 in the Northeast Conference. They have wins over Sisseton and Dual. The losses have come to Clark, Willow Lake, and Hamlin. Milbank is also 4-1 in their last 5 matches. Okay, so looking at that, both teams have beaten Dual. Redfield has lost to Sisseton. Milbank did beat them, so looking at the common opponents a little bit, Redfield beat Dual once and then also lost. The Pheasants, Redfield comes in at 3-10. They're currently sitting in the last spot in Region 1A in the 7th. Redfield comes into tonight's contest playing last Tuesday, a couple days ago, versus Miller in Redfield. The Pheasants would fall in 3 sets. The girls showed a lot of grit and determination. The first 2 games are really back and forth. We saw the Pheasants dig themselves a little bit of a hole, set 1, and grind it back in, and then Miller finished set strong. Set number 2, the Pheasants really dug themselves a big hole. I believe they were 7-0, 7-1. Next thing you know, they're up 19-17. Then Miller righted the ship and took the second set and ended up winning the third. The Pheasants are currently 1-4 in Northeast Conference play. It has been a busy week. Does that come into factor anything tonight with, playing twice in 1 week? Or
not really. That's the normal schedule for the girls. The plus side of it is they haven't had to travel. They've been at home the whole time. So that should let them have a little fresher legs. Hopefully they got down to business yesterday and worked on what they needed to and just come up doing what they need to do tonight.
As the clock winds down here, Redfield will play again at Northwestern next Tuesday, October 1st. I did catch up with Coach Osborne to kind of see what his keys were for the game tonight. He wants the girls to keep improving, keep grinding it out. He wants to serve, receive better. We kind of saw flashes of that the other night, and be more aggressive when an opportunity presents itself. So those are the 3 things Coach Osborne is hoping to see out of the gals tonight. Players to watch for Milbank, we got Isabella Anderson and Claire Sinaza. And players to watch tonight for Redfield, these are chosen by us 2, both sides. So we want to see the front line get going. I think we had 1 kill in the first set the other night.
Yep.
So we'd like to see Suker, Smith, and Youngworth in no particular order get going tonight and have them hit a high percentage and see if the Pheasants can kind of end this little mini losing streak we're on and get going here. As you can see, both teams are lining up for the national anthem. We will pause for that. No pep band tonight, so it's a little quiet in here. Normally you can hear a lot of things banging, moving, and making noise, so very quiet. A little bit easier for us to talk. It is also, if you can see down in the right corner, our student section, we've talked about them. It's White Lies Night, so they have white T-shirts. They take magic markers, write on those, and everything they write on the shirt is a lie. So hopefully we can get the student section into the game tonight and have a good one. So Milbank versus Redfield coming up here in a little over 2 minutes here after the playing of the national anthem and starting lineups. And here we go. Nice rendition off of the CD there for the national anthem. We're going to introduce 7 players for Milbank and 7 for Redfield because I never know who's serving or receiving. So we'll just go that route, knowing that you can only play 6. So Milbank will go number 1, Riley Schooler. She's a 5'4" setter, and she's a senior. Number 2, Addison Kraus. She's a 5'3" senior, and she sets. Number 4, Sierra Wenzel. She's a 5'4" senior, outside here, defensive specialist. Number 5, Isabel Anderson. She's a 5'6" senior, right side middle hitter. Number 8, Ella Sandvig, 5'4" senior, and she's a libero. Number 13, JC Dexter. She's a 5'4" junior, defensive specialist, setter. And number 14, Claire Snaza, 5'11", senior, middle hitter, outside hitter. So very senior heavy, upperclassman heavy lineup for head coach Nancy Hookey. And for your Redfield Pheasants, number 1, Charlie Youngworth, 5'9", sophomore. She's going to play on the outside. Number 2, Brooklyn Rishi. She's a 5'4" senior and defensive specialist. Number 4, Hayden Gall. She's a 5'10" junior. She does the setting. Number 5, Kinley Smith, the 5'11" junior, is going to play in the middle. Number 10, Cecilia Suker, 5'7" junior. She's going to play on the outside. Number 13, Layla Hardy. She's a 5'6" sophomore and does some setting. And number 17, Jerica Radigan, 5'7" junior, and plays in the middle and the outside. So that is the starting lineup for head coach Joel Osborne. So we're going to get going here momentarily, but a little bit about the teams coming in. Milbank is 7-6 in Region 1A, good enough for second. And your Redfield Pheasants are 3-10 and in 7th place in Region 1A. This is a region and conference game, so a lot at stake here. I don't care what anybody says. Anytime you play a conference game or a region game, you want to get that one. I would say Coach Hookey and Coach Osborne would probably agree. There? That's a totally different thing. I don't know. So here we go. We're getting ready to play. It looks like, can you tell me, Coach Falk, who's going to receive here? Probably the Pheasants because the libero's out there. Would that be an accurate statement?
I'm not sure.
Come on, man. You used to coach.
I did. That's a long time ago. Coach Greg.
We do thank all the people joining in near and far. A lot of you are out there. I think my dad might be listening tonight, so hey, Dad. Hey, Larry. But thank you to all the people from Milbank and Redfield and our sponsors, our local businesses that make this possible. So buckle up, listen up, and you get to have a fun night with us. It looks like the Pheasants are going to serve, leading off with Hayden Gall. Statistically, we always say this, she's one of our better servers. So Gall waiting to serve it up here. Northeast Conference matchup, Milbank versus Redfield. Gall serves it up. Played by the Bulldogs. Pass it back over to the Pheasants. Gall up the middle to Smith. Dug out by Dexter. And just a miscommunication there by the Bulldogs, and the Pheasants take the first point. Be nice to see the Pheasants get on a little bit of a serving roll tonight. Coach Osborne wants us to continue to see that percentage climb, and Gall tries the back deep corner, and it is just inches long. So Wenzel going to serve for the Bulldogs, the 5'4" senior, takes a couple of dribbles. Throws it up. Game tied at 1. Set tied at 1. Radigan over to Gall. Back set to Suker. Played out by Schooler. Bulldogs get it just an attack over there. Gall across court to the middle to Smith, and she gets her second kill. So Gall feeding Smith early. We talked about that in the pregame. Players to watch for the Pheasants, and we do this. We don't ask the coaches, but we want to see the front line get going. So 2-1 Pheasants. Seabright in to serve. On the outside, Pauly dug out by the Pheasants. Gall in a little back set, and Pauly's there to pick it up. Schooler passes it over to Sandvik, and Rishi cannot handle it, so Bulldogs even the score. Pauly's checked in for the Bulldogs number 7, 5'6" freshman. Number 2 is serving, Kraus. Little jump serve to the back corner. Passed out by Seabright over to Gall, and was that Smith? Smith goes just a little long, so not sure if we're going to have official stats from the scoreboard tonight. Kraus serving again. Rishi steps in, passes over to Gall. Youngworth from the left side, dug out by the Bulldogs. Schooler just clears it. Gall back over to Radigan, back to Smith in the middle, and they get it. So I think that's 3 kills there for Smith so far.
Yeah.
Can you keep track of that for me, sir? So we have, yep, here you go. We're just trying to give you guys what you need, both teams as well. I've got them labeled. So Smith serving, tied at 3. That looks like that is. Here come the Pheasants. Youngworth to the back row. Dug out by Wenzel. A little push clear by the Bulldogs. Radigan cross court to Youngworth. A couple Bulldogs collide, and it's cleared back over by the Bulldogs and goes out of bounds. Finally figured out who the mistake there by the Pheasants, so the Bulldogs get the point there. I believe the libero's 8, right?
Yes.
Sandvig. So Sandvig's going to serve. Good to know now, so I can get her name out there. Up 4-3. Radigan. Kind of a free pass over. Kraus cross court to Pauly. And what sign is that? Pauly in the net?
Nope. 4 hits. She never cleared with her swing, so hit the net, didn't get the block, so no touch.
Got 4 hits. I only saw 3. So here we go. Hardy in to serve for the Pheasants, tied at 4 each. Back row plays it over to Kraus. Anderson pushes it across, back to Smith. Gall near side to Youngworth, and boom. So Pheasants hitting a nice percentage early on here. We talked about that the other night. 1 kill in the first set against Miller, so good to see the hitters getting going up front. Youngworth with their first kill. Hardy to Sandvik, and the pass over to Kraus, and she can't handle it, takes her into the net. So Pheasants have a 2-point cushion here. See if Hardy can keep dealing from the service line. Sandvik on the receive, over to Kraus. Anderson looks for a middle attack there and hits it into the net. So Pheasants up 3 now. Can hear that student section just a little bit. Hopefully they get a little louder. Hardy to Sandvik. Sandvik to Kraus. To Dexter and played out by Smith. Gall near side to Youngworth, and that's going to be dug out by the Bulldogs. Kraus over to Pauly, and that's going to be kind of blocked by Gall and Gracie Booth, who checked in, but they couldn't finish it, so the Bulldogs will get the point. And can you tell me who's serving? That's going to be Pauly. Addison Pauly, the 5'6" freshman, jump serves it over and goes wide left. How much of an art is the jump serve?
It's a lot of timing.
Timing, athleticism, hand-eye?
Yep, it takes a long time to get that down with some power, ideally with some top spin to get it to drop at the end.
Suker back in and Seabright out. Youngworth serving and goes right at Dexter. And I did see who hit that over. Gall near side to Suker. Played out by the Bulldogs. Kraus to Wenzel, and she finds that soft spot in the Pheasants defense, and by soft spot we mean the middle. Wenzel goes up to hit the ball, and the defense kind of spreads out to kind of get to the perimeter. So that's number 1, Schooler back in for the Bulldogs to serve, trailing by 2. Goes at Smith. Awkward pass from Gall back to Smith, and they clear it. Schooler, and a nice swing there by Isabella Anderson, and she gets a kill. from the middle spot there. Or if you've listened to us enough, I call that the fullback spot. But so Schooler serving again, trailing 7-8, quarter way through first set. Schooler to Smith, passing it over. And number 4, Wenzel, and the Bulldogs tie it. It's a couple blockers there and just couldn't finish that block, so we're tied at 8. So Schooler doing a nice job serving here, getting a couple of points for the Bulldogs. Tied at 8. And she just want to probably mishit that one more than anything. Maybe give that one to the student section. Booth is going to go out. Giblin's going to check in. The sophomore going to do some serving. Tied, or not tied, up 1. Kraus. Over to number 5, which is Anderson, the lefty. Oh, and we had a kick there. Awesome. That was cool. Kick there by Anderson. Is that legal?
Yes,
that's legal. Good. That's good. You know, she's left-handed, probably smarter than the average person, right? Left-handers are smarter. I'm left-handed. Cross court to Kraus, and she gets it over. Gall near side to Suker, and she hits it just long. Looks like the Bulldogs are maybe running a couple of setters. I see 4, which is Wenzel, and then number 2, which is Kraus. Who's serving here? Anderson, sorry. So left-hander's going to serve here, this senior. Trailing by 1. And goes to the left corner at Rishi, and she can't handle it. So we are tied at 10. Anderson also a very good shooter in basketball. Goes right back at Rishi. She throws a hand at it, and that's the second ace in a row. Coach Osborne giving some instructions to the back row gals here. We all know what happens when you get 3 aces in a row.
It's cookie time.
It's cookie time. Milbank does have a subway, and it does not happen, so Pheasants will take the point. You've seen a little bit of back and forth with points, and each team going on a 2-3 mini run, but nothing huge yet. That's kind of been the Pheasants' bugaboo. Gall, we've been around once, so Gall serving again. Tie ball game, or tie set here. Shawneman got it over. Pheasants get it back. Gall to Smith, and the Bulldogs are waiting. Wenzel gets it over, and the Pheasants were in the net. I'm just going to start guessing that that's probably what it is. What's the hand signal there? Moving the hand. Okay.
Yep.
Pauly back in, and Sierra Wenzel serving. Up 1. Gall to the middle to Smith, dug out by Kraus. Or not Kraus, I think Wenzel. Pheasants push it across, cleared by Youngworth. Wenzel. Pass in there, and Kraus gets it over. Suker goes back in it to Schooler, digs it out. Pauly from the top side, played out by Rishi. Suker push set, clears it. Pauly again, and Rishi there. Gall push sets. We got a long rally here. Kraus keeps it alive. Pauly just pushes it again. Gall near side to Suker. Dug out by the Bulldogs. Battle at the net by Shawneman. Pheasants there. Gall clears it. Little back set to Kraus. Pheasants there again. We get a long rally. Youngworth just clears it. Kraus. Top side to Pauly. Dug out by Rishi. We've got a long rally here. And Smith clears it. And, the Pheasants are going to win it. There's a lot of going on there. When you get a long volley like that or rally, what do you think as a player?
You just try to stay focused in that. It can really be a momentum switcher during a match, though.
Seabright in to serve. Back row to Schooler, the libero. Here come the Pheasants. Gall up the middle to Smith. Dug out by Wenzel. A nice attack there by Anderson. Pheasants there with the block. And that was Radigan over to, was that Kendall? Kendall Seabright doesn't normally get a many kills. She's a back row type gal for where she plays on the floor. So Pheasants on a little mini run here, up 13-11. Wenzel plays it out to Schooler, and Pauly gets it across. And it looked like Youngworth just mishit that one. So I got to get it right here. The libero is Sandvik. That's who I keep forgetting. Schooler is 1. Kraus serving, down 1. Played out by the Pheasants. Youngworth on the attack. Did she catch some of the line near side? No. I think Coach Falk's nodding his head. We want to go to the camera there and check that. But nevertheless, scoreboard has it as 13-13. Halfway through set number 1. It's been back and forth, and Kraus goes right at Rishi, and Rishi can't handle it. So Milbank has got about 3 or 4 aces now, I think. 3 aces. Kraus is the 5'3" senior setter for the Bulldogs and Coach Hookey. Maybe they did go to the scoreboard and instant replay here. I don't know. I don't think we have the capabilities, but I think the score was not right. I really do, because I thought we were falling on pretty good. Now Bulldogs are up 14-13. Kraus on the jump serve to Katrin Evans, to Gall. Back set to Radigan, and goes just long by about 4 inches. Coach Osborne wants to take a timeout and talk about it. We will be back after a few messages from our sponsors.
Facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Redfield Energy is a 65 million gallon ethanol plant that produces over 200,000 tons of distillers and grids for over 22 million bushels of corn, providing a quality feed market for all local feeders. At Redfield Energy, they take pride in providing an economic impact on the agricultural industry, community, state, and its utility holders. Located 2 miles north of Redfield, make Redfield Energy your preferred market for locally grown corn. Redfield Energy is a proud supporter of Redfield Pheasant sports and activities.
Welcome back to the Heartland State Bank Press Box. Heartland State Bank, a proud sponsor of...
Welcome back to the Ken Greeno building. We're in the middle of set number 1. Milbank on a little bit of a run here. Scoreboard maybe is still wrong, not sure. But Kraus is doing a nice job serving for the Bulldogs, and here she comes. Smith with the pass over to Gall, near side to Youngworth, and does not complete the attack. So this is one of those little runs. The Pheasants are got to get out of their own way a little bit, I think. Got to get a big point here. Kraus serves it up to Evans, and she can't handle it, but they play it off the standard of the basketball hoop. And a couple of Pheasants look at each other, and it just hits the ground. Here comes Kraus. That back corner. That's Seabright. Gall to Smith. And that, out? That was out?
Yep, that one.
Looked close from my angle, but I've only got one good eye, so.
Saw a little blue in between the line and ball.
Agree to disagree. Bulldogs up 18-13. Kraus goes short to Youngworth. To Gall. Smith pushes it across. Bulldogs are there. Pauly. Here comes Gall, near side to Youngworth, and there's a block there by, looks like that was Schooler and maybe Dexter, and Youngworth gets the kill and a much-needed point for the Pheasants. I think the Bulldogs went on about a 5-1 run, 6-2 run, something like that. See, we have another amateur filmer up here. Interesting. Pauly with the push attack, and Smith just a little short there, so looked like Hardy was serving for the Pheasants. Sandvig is now going to serve the libero. Goes at Seabright, passes it over to Gall. Pheasants clear it, and Smith does a back row attack, and this kind of knocks her right into the net. So a few unforced errors here for the Pheasants in set number 1, and the Bulldogs have been able to kind of pull away here. Sandvik serving again for the Bulldogs. Received by Smith over to Gall. A middle set to Youngworth and does not finish it. And the Pheasants are going to take a timeout. So if you're Coach Osborne, we're going to stay here for this one. We just did a timeout break. Coach Osborne, can you speculate what the coaching staff might be saying to the gals here?
I think it's more, when they're going into their hitting, we've seen a couple now go into the net. They're not getting extended all the way. They're letting their arm get out in front of them, and it's more just relax, take your time, and be fundamental with your swing.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I don't know a whole lot, and it seems like there are some alleys for us to hit in. There's some windows. Milbank's not overly tall, neither are we, but we just haven't maybe taken advantage of those, and that's where we're at right now. First set, 21-14. Early on, a little back and forth play, and Milbank got to 13. It was tied at 13, and then got to 14-13. It hasn't looked back so far, so see if the Pheasants got a little fight left in them in set number 1. Sandvik serving. She goes short at Booth. Kind of Pheasants are jumbled up here, and they get it across to Kuma. And number 7 puts it away, Pauly for the Bulldogs. Nice finish to that series of events for the Bulldogs. Sandvik continues to serve the hot hand back there for the Bulldogs on the left side of the screen. Smith to Gall. Good pass. Booth pushes it across. Kraus there. Sandvik. And that looks like that was maybe Anderson just clears it. Little dump set by Gall, and Sandvik makes a play at it but can't quite get there. And Gall maybe kind of caught the Bulldogs looking and shuffling back there. So nice play by Hayden. Hardy's going to serve for the Pheasants here, trailing 15-22. Got to get some points here. Bulldogs pass it over to Kraus. Kulma with the attack there, dug out by the Pheasants. Pauly clears it. Back to Smith. Gall to Booth in the middle, and she gets it to drop in. So Gracie Booth with her first kill of the night, the 5'9" freshman middle hitter. So 16-22, set number 1. Hardy looking for a ball from the ball girl. Bulldogs awaiting. Sandvik over to Kraus. And the left-hander Anderson is blocked at the net, so Pheasants pick up another point. So last 2 points have gone to the Pheasants. They've cut into the Bulldog lead. They got it to 5. It was 7. Sophomore, the 5'9" sophomore for the Pheasants serving. And Sandvik went at it, and I don't know if it maybe moved or she just misplayed it, but that's an ace.
From up here, but
so Pheasants making a little comeback here. We've talked all year, serving is just a lot of confidence, right in the hot hand, kind of like field goal kickers. Hardy serves at Sandvik, and a free ball, and Youngworth plays it, and that was Anderson who played it right back, so it was just a real bang-bang play, and the Bulldogs get the better of the Pheasants on that one. See who's serving for the Bulldogs. I think that was Pauly to Hardy. Gall with the back set to Youngworth, far side, dug out by Sandvik, but I don't think it cleared the antennae.
No, hit the antenna.
So now like that, just like that, Bulldogs are at set point. Pauly, the 5'6" freshman, gonna serve it up. Goes at Hardy. Hardy plays it out. And,
hit the antenna again.
Hit the antenna again. So the Bulldogs get that?
Yep.
Get that point and take set number 1. So Milbank Bulldogs take set number 1, 25-18. We will go to a quick commercial.
That fits your lifestyle and saves you money. Why would you settle for anything less? A Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Visa will earn travel rewards, 1% cash back, and 9.90% annual percentage rate, the right rate. And all the right features puts you right where you want to be. Stop by any convenient branch location or check us out online at DakotaLandFCU.com. Dakota Land, federally insured by NCUA.
At Randall Pharmacy in Redfield, community and care come together. We are dedicated to enhancing lives, all while nurturing our local community. Our dependable team of familiar, smiling faces like Ryan, Trisha, Anna, Nikayla, Bonnie, and Penny are committed to providing more than just prescription medications. We are here to build lasting relationships while creating connections with our customers that stand the test of time. Experience the excellence of tailor-made pharmacy care just for you at Randall Pharmacy in Redfield.
The One Stop in Redfield is a friendly, family-owned business. We carry hot stuff, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Before you take a trip, or if you're just out and about, stop by and fuel up with Sinclair gasoline from E30 to E85. Use your Dino app for extra savings and your Pump and Save card for free stuff. Don't forget to visit the automatic car wash for that spotless shine. One Stop in Redfield is a proud supporter of all school sports and activities.
Lucky for
Back
us.
to the Heartland State Bank Press Box. Heartland State Bank, a proud sponsor of all our local students and student athletes.
And welcome back to the Ken Greeno building for tonight's volleyball game between the Milbank Bulldogs and the Redfield Pheasants. Just completed set number 1. Both teams are kind of breaking the huddle, so to speak. The Bulldogs took the first set 25-18. Kind of back and forth until we got to about 14, and then the Bulldogs went on a little bit of a run there and finished the set strong. Pheasants made a little bit of a comeback, but the Bulldogs did hold on here. So a little under 30-some seconds here and counting. Both teams out on the floor, high-fiving and getting ready to go. So I believe the Bulldogs will serve first.
Yes, they will.
For the Pheasants, it looks like in the front row you got Smith, Suker, Gall. Back row you have Hardy, Youngworth, and Rishi. Bulldogs have Wenzel, Kraus, Snaza. Trying to see who's all out there. 13 would be Dexter. Anderson serving, and then Schooler. Anderson serves the Youngworth, free ball, hit back over by Kraus. Smith gets a hand on it and plays it. And just a bad pass there by the Pheasants. And first point goes to the Bulldogs. So the left-hander, Anderson, serving again, trying to give her team a 2-point lead. Goes deep to the left, and that one maybe would have went out of bounds from our angle. That might have been one of those in-betweeners. Brooklyn looked at it. I better hit it. Maybe she was a little unsure. So here we go. Kraus goes at the Pheasants. At Rishi. Plays it out to Hardy. Cleared by Gall. Schooler to the middle, and that was number 14, Snaza. And she does not finish the attack. So substitutions by both teams. In for the Pheasants. Not sure. See who came in there? Radigan. Jerica Radigan came in for Hardy, who's going to go to the front row. Gall serving. Bulldogs out of sorts. Kraus throws a fist on it, keeps it going. Gall up the middle, and Suker hits it. Schooler over to Wenzel, and the Pheasants are hustling and just can't hunt it down. Ran out of real estate there. So
that was another communication thing there. I think that ball was out, but nobody was talking to Charlie, so she made her business decision and tried to play the ball up when looking at it now. She probably should have let it go.
Shoneman in for the Bulldogs and Wenzel serving. Gall back set to Suker off mark. And that is Snaza up the middle there. And when she gets going there, she's, 5'11", 5'12". She got a good swing on it, and there wasn't much resistance for the Pheasants. Wenzel serving again, up 4-1. Rishi to Gall. Just a back pass to Smith. She clears it, looks for an opening. Sandvik there. Schooler blocked. Schooler over to Shoneman. The Pheasants play it out. Suker with the attack. And the Bulldogs play it but get the point. Pheasants get the point,
Yep.
sorry.
Hit the antenna.
Yep, hit the antennae. So it looks like Seabright going to serve, trailing 2-4. Bulldogs play it out, a little miscommunication. Snaza clears it. Gall up the middle to Smith. Sandvik there. Snaza just passes it across, and Sandvik saves it again. We just got both teams just clearing it out. Passing getting a little sloppy. And Radigan over to Smith. Pheasants got to clear it. Didn't know if they got to 4 there or not. Kraus keeps it alive. Snaza up in the middle again over to Seabright. Gall near side to Youngworth. And that's going to be a lift there probably. So Gall's set to Youngworth was kind of off target, and Charlie had to kind of lean back, and she threw 2 hands on it and lifted it. So Kraus going to serve up 5-2. And she tries to ride the tape there, as Coach Cal would say, and rides it into the net. Student section, typically cheers are short, quick, and loud. So Pheasants trailing 3-5. Smith serving. Goes back to Kraus. Schooler to Shoneman. Dug out by Seabright. Gall to near side Youngworth, and she goes long. See, number 10, Kuma, is checking in. Another tall player for the Bulldogs, 5'9" junior, middle hitter. Sandvik serves the lollipop over to Smith. To Gall, near side to Booth. And what angle would you call that? Down net?
Yeah, that's a sharp, yeah.
That wasn't a 45. Would that have been like a...
No. It'd be more like a...
I'm not a math guy. I'll say it's a 36. It was sharp.
Yeah.
And I'm just guessing there. Hardy serves and tries to go back to that back line, and the Bulldogs watch it go out of bounds. So 7-4 here. Getting going, set number 2. Avery Shoneman serving for the Bulldogs. Played out by Seabright to Gall. Near side to Gracie Booth, and the tip is played out by Kraus. Sandvik near side to the lefty Anderson, and she finds that soft spot there. Looked like maybe she was going to wind up, and she just kind of get me over and found a point for the Bulldogs. 8-4 Bulldogs. Shoneman to Hardy. Hardy to Gall. Near side to Booth, and she just mishits that one into the net. So Bulldogs, 5-point lead here. Pheasants need a point. Shoneman serving to Smith, and that just a little too hot to handle there. So Bulldogs doing a nice job serving here. Shoneman's been back there for a while. Seabright to Gall, and a battle at the net between, I think that was Kuma and Gall, and Kuma won it and then got it back over to the Pheasant side, and Gracie Booth, I think she's collected her second or third kill, second kill of the night. So little substitution here for the Bulldogs. J.C. Dexter in, the 5'4" junior. Youngworth to serve, trailing 5-10. Bulldogs to Kraus. Kuma looks to get it over, and it's blocked by Booth and Gall. Good length up front. Youngworth sets it over to Suker, played out by Dexter. Here come the Bulldogs at the Pheasants. Gall, they're kind of hitting it back and forth, and normally Smith's really good from the back row of getting it over, and she's 0 for 2 on that tonight. Schooler's going to check in for the Bulldogs, and she's going to serve and get Kulma. Hope I'm saying that right. Bulldogs leading 11-5. Schooler at Hardy. Golf, a little tip. And Sandvig and Kraus both look at it and were real close, but just couldn't get a fist on it just to keep that ball going. It's amazing when girls just get that fist on the ball just to throw a hand at it, and they just get it up in the air, and then everybody rallies around it. Giblin in for the Pheasants. Goes at Sandvig. Schooler, little tip play by Anderson. Youngworth there, Gall. Near side to Suker, and CC Suker gets one to fall. So Pheasants chipping away here, down 4. Ball should be on our side. Ball girls getting Giblin the ball here. Sophomore, 5'7", throws it up, hits it over, goes short. Sandvig to Schooler. Sandvig's going to clear it back. Giblin from the back row. Hardy back set to Gall. And that's going to be played out by Schooler. And the Pheasants, Schooler just passes it over, and the Pheasants all looked at each other and had that panic yell. That panic yell there the last about millisecond. So Bulldogs take advantage of the Pheasants' miscues. Anderson serving the left-hander. And she goes long and deep. So both sides trading points here. First 20 points, 12 go to the Bulldogs. Looks like Radigan checking in for Hardy to play the front row, and Gall serving. Schooler cross court to, I think that's Snaza, and Youngworth just a little late getting there, and the point goes to Snaza. How many kills Snaza got now? 2. Who's leading the way for the Bulldogs?
Pauly.
Pauly with 3. Wenzel serving for the Bulldogs, up 13-8. Goes at Evans, who's in to play libero, and that's going to be an ace, just short. Bulldogs showing a lot of enthusiasm. Some of them are doing the gritty. And goes right back at Evans, and cleared by Suker, and she plays it to Wenzel. Up the middle from Schooler to Snaza, dug out by the Pheasants. Smith up the middle, goes over, I think that was Snaza and Shauneman, and gets the points. A nice play there by Kinley Smith. Youngworth back in for the libero, and it looks like Seabright is going to be coming in for Suker. Pheasants trailing 14-9. Wenzel passes that over to Snaza, and she's going to be blocked at the net. Was that Smith on the block there,
Yes.
Coach?
Yep.
Seabright serving down 4. Sandvig passes over to Schooler, and that's played out by Shauneman, and Pheasants just aren't where they maybe need to be. So Bulldogs will take the point. Kraus is going to serve for the Bulldogs. Pheasants waiting to receive. Kraus to Rishi, off the roof to Gall. Smith clears it. Schooler cross court to Shauneman, and it goes wide right near side here. The official had to take a good look at that, but we're glad that one went our way. Pheasants able to keep it at 4. Booth back in for Rishi. Booth's going to play the front row. Smith taking a look at the ball and going to serve, trailing 15-11. Set number 2. Wenzel plays it over to Schooler, and Snaza over Youngworth gets that to drop. So Snaza picks up another kill and extends the lead to 16-11. Set number 2 here. Sandvig serving for the Bulldogs. Goes at Smith. Smith passes the Gall to Booth. And Kraus is there to Sandvig. Bulldogs need to clear it. Pheasants awaiting. Gall. Radigan. Near side to Youngworth. Oh, she goes wide left. I was hoping maybe a Bulldog got an arm on that, but that was not the case. Bulldogs got their biggest lead of the night, and Coach Osborne wants to talk it over.
Life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Welcome back to the Heartland State Bank Press Box. Heartland State Bank, a proud sponsor of all our...
Welcome back to the Ken Greeno building here in Redfield, coming out of a Redfield timeout. Bulldogs have grabbed an early lead here in set number 2 and have never looked back. Wenzel serving for the Bulldogs. The libero hits it over. Seabright plays out to Gall, and Gracie Booth with just a little bit of a hook type shot there and goes deep and wide. 18-11, I believe I have the score wrong here. Seabright plays it over to Smith. Gall's going to clear it and rides the tape there inadvertently, and the Pheasants will take a cheap point there. Pheasants will get the receive. Looks like Hardy's going to come in to serve for Radigan. Kraus up the middle to Kulma, blocked by the Pheasants. A little push by Anderson, and Seabright cannot play it. So Shawneman is going to serve for the Bulldogs with a 7-point lead here in set number 2. Bulldogs took the first set 25-18. Smith, Gall, near side to Booth, played out by Wenzel. Cross court, Wenzel again, and it's going to go long. And probably the set came from, I think that was Kraus there. Kraus or, I don't see Schooler out there. So, yeah, I think the set came from Kraus. It looks like Race Lemmer checking in for the Pheasants. So Osborne's used 10 girls tonight. Lemmer serves hard back at Dexter. And just another miscommunication there. And another drops there. So Kulma out. Schooler in for the Bulldogs, leading 20-13. Bulldogs looking to finish out the second set. Evans, little tip by Gall there, and that's a pretty athletic play by not only Evans, but then Gall to keep it alive. Kind of a off-balance pass to Hayden, and then she kind of looked like a sky hook there, just got behind the ball and played it. Giblin in to serve, trailing 14-20. Bulldogs await. And she serves in the net there, so point for the Bulldogs. See here now, that's going to be Anderson. Snaza back in the middle. So the left-hander. 21-14 Bulldogs. Goes right at Evans. To Gall. Near side to Suker. Anderson there to Schooler. And Wenzel gets it across. Here comes Gall to Smith in the middle. Wenzel and Snaza both there at the block. Gall looks to clear it. Back row to Anderson. Far side from Wenzel. Cleared out by Evans. Played by Smith and Gall and company. Schooler to Wenzel. Evans there. Gall near side to Suker, and she puts a good swing on it off of a couple of Bulldogs' arms and cleared by Kraus. Rishi to Hardy to Gall, and the Bulldogs are waiting. Kraus keeps it alive, cleared by Schooler. Long rally here. Smith mishits it, over Snaza and Kraus. Snaza's going 5'11" and really long-armed, and Smith was out of balance and just tipped it, and Snaza just mistimed it, and really is more an off-target pass that got the Pheasants the point there. So long rally goes to the Pheasants, 2-0 in those. Gall serves it. Sandvik to Snaza. Evans there. Gall near side to Smith. Or not Smith, excuse me, Suker. And set was off target. And ball hit the antennae. So Wenzel going to serve for the Bulldogs. Who checked in? Shauneman for Dexter. Bulldogs up 22-15. And that was Wenzel going a little long there. So 22-16. Pheasants got to get busy here. Lemmer in for the Pheasants. Seabright going to serve. Libero out. And Suker. Wenzel to Schooler. Shauneman near side, and a block there by Smith and Radigan up at the net. So nice block there. 22-17. Pheasants getting a little closer. Sandvik with the play there. Back over Rishi. Gall in the middle. And Smith just clears it. Kraus. Schooler, and in the middle, Snaz is going to hit it over. Seabright with a nice dig there. Back row there. And Snaza again. Hand on it from Shauneman, and just kind of a couple of bang-bang plays there. And the Pheasants get the point. Hanging around again. We're not going to go to commercial. We're just at one. Coach Hookey wants to talk it out. So Coach Hookey calling a timeout. Now she's being the tactician, slowing the Pheasants' momentum down. We've always talked about here how coaches do that and then get points out of the timeout. And we brought it up to Coach Osborne today, just joking with him, and he's like, "Yeah, those are big. You want to get those points." And like, yeah, we should really make up a percentage, but he's done a nice job on that this year, high percentage there. So we'll see if Coach Hookey's strategy works here. Pheasants making a little run, 22-18. Almost complete set number 2. Here come the Bulldogs breaking the huddle. Seabright going to continue to serve for the Pheasants. Looks like there's a little spot on the floor. Sandvik cleaning it up. Still cleaning it, and the Pheasants get a serve off. Wenzel to Schooler to Snaza. And boom, she puts it down. So Snaza, big, tall, long body type. When she gets it up in the air, she can put it down. Kraus gonna serve for the for the Bulldogs, excuse me. Needs 2 points to claim set number 2. And goes just long. I think that was both Rishi and Seabright looked at each other and made a good business decision, as Coach Falk would say. Rishi checks out, Gracie Booth in. Kinley Smith looking to serve. Trailing by 4. Kraus. Schooler, cross court to Shauneman, tipped by Radigan, and Booth just kind of slaps it over. Got a lift on it.
Yep. That kind of the underhand slap was too low underneath there, and just
maybe wait a little bit longer on that ball and to get your hand behind it, or I don't know. But Sandvik serving to take the second set and goes into the net. Student section got a little loud there. So looks like Radigan's going to serve. Maybe some substitutions there. Coach Osborne elects not to. Radigan serving, trailing 24 to 20, and goes long, and that's how set number 2 will end. So the Bulldogs take set number 2, 25 to 20. Got an early lead, not necessarily huge, and just kind of kept kind of pouring it on. The Pheasants couldn't make their way back into it. They did get close here towards the end. So we will go to a quick commercial here, or a couple of commercials. Pheasants are trailing the Bulldogs 2-0 from the Ken Greeno building.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field, give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
At Brueggemann Crop Services, they offer a full line of crop insurance products backed by years of experience to ensure you're getting the best risk management package for your specific operation. They are also your full-service channel seed provider, along with a full line of seed treatments. As farmers themselves, they will tailor a plan that will set you at ease for everything nature may throw at you. Crop insurance is their only insurance. For a no-obligation insurance or seed quote, call 853-3200 or check them out online at BrueggemannCropInsurance.com.
Being local means
Back
more
to
than...
the Heartland State Bank Press Box. Heartland State Bank, a proud sponsor of all our local students and student athletes.
And welcome back to the Ken Greeno building. We're about a minute away from starting set number 3. Bulldogs have taken the first 2 sets of this Northeast Conference matchup and Region 1A matchup. What have you seen so far out of the What have you seen so far out of the Bulldogs tonight?
I've seen some good serving from them. Right now, they're holding an advantage. We have 2 aces. They have 7. I mean, percentage-wise, they're serving a higher percentage, and our serve-receive has been a little on the downside tonight.
Yep. Call goes long there, and the Bulldogs will take the first point. Wenzel going to serve for the Bulldogs, and Coach Hookey goes right at Youngworth, sets it, and Gall just clears it. Sandvik passes it, and it looked like Pauly went right into the net there. She was kind of quiet in set number 2. Set number 1, the freshman came out and got a couple of kills. So Suker out, Seabright in. You see a lot of substitutions with the Pheasants in the back row. Seabright goes after Sandvik. A little push across by Pauly. Radigan to the middle to Smith, and both Pauly and Snaza got a hands on it, but Smith finishes the block. So Pheasants up early here, 2-1. Set number 3 from Redfield. Seabright hits it over. Sandvik, Schooler, Pauly, and it's blocked at the net by both Radigan and Smith. So the Bigs up front, being active early on here. Set number 1. Pheasants showing some energy here. Seabright to Wenzel. Schooler cross court to Pauly. Gall keeps it alive. Seabright to Youngworth, and Youngworth goes into the net. So 3-2 Pheasants. Kraus going to serve for the Bulldogs. She goes to that deep corner. And a free ball back over there, and Snaza's not going to miss that, and her and Pauly high five to finish off the play. Kraus has been one of them. Her and Wenzel have really, and Sandvik have really got after it, serving tonight for the Bulldogs. Seabright to Youngworth, and they keep it alive. Up the middle from Schooler to Snaza, and the old fullback dive play, quick hitter. She goes just wide right. Probably just mishit that. Wasn't a lot of net presence there from the Pheasants. Smith back to serve with the 4-3 lead early on here. Set number 3. rides the tape almost and goes at Kraus and gets a ace. We counting that as an ace tonight? Pheasants up 5-3 here. Smith goes to Wenzel, to Schooler, to Snaza, and the tall right-hander gets it down. So 5-4. Sandvik going to serve now, wearing the Vegas gold with maroon lettering jersey. And both Smith and Seabright say out, but go to hit it. And it still goes out, so a little embarrassed there, but the girls were, but they are excited to see it did go out. And Kendall's still smiling. Hardy in to serve for the Pheasants of 6-4. Back and forth early on. Sandvig to Kraus to Kulma, and we're just playing back and forth volleyball. Youngworth to Seabright, clears it. Anderson to Kraus, and now we're just gonna I don't know. And Anderson gets it over, and Hardy is on that sharp angle there, but Anderson had too much power, and Hardy digs it, and the ball goes long across over the net. Pauly serving for the Bulldogs, trailing by 1. Smith, Gall's got a scramble, and Youngworth's going to hit from the back row. Kraus, Sandvig, over to Anderson, she clears it. Hardy to Gall, up the middle to Booth, and she gets a kill. I think that's her third of the night, 4th. So the freshman getting some time here. The last couple matches at the varsity level, 5'9", long arms. That is very beneficial for volleyball. Youngworth serves it over, leading 7-5. Couple of Bulldogs look at it and say, nah, that is going to be long. Dexter in for the Bulldogs and Schooler back in. Kulma out. Schooler's going to serve here. 5'4" senior setter. Bulldogs running a 2-setter operation. Played by the Pheasants. Gall at the tip, but Bulldogs there. Wenzel gets it across. Gall to Booth in the middle, and she goes over Anderson and Wenzel. So for her 5th kill for the night. Pheasants up 8-6. Giblin in for Booth here to do some serving. Sandvig and Giblin with an ace. 2 more, and we know what would happen, so we're not going to speak of it till it happens. Giblin serving up 9-6. Sandvig can't handle it, and now we're at 2. So we can think about it, but we can't say it till it happens. This would be the second time this happens this year, so, and for Bryn. Bryn has...
Your second time to get a baker's dozen?
Maybe. Giblin serves it up, goes at Sandvig, and it is like that, it doesn't happen. And Suker and Smith on the block there with Anderson, and Coach Hookie wants to talk about it, so a quick timeout here. What have you seen, Pheasants? Little upstart here, 11-6, first 17 points. Pheasants got 11 of them. What are you seeing out of them?
We're serving at a much better clip right now. The percentage is better. Back row play has been better this game as well. So getting swings, finally falling for some points.
Yeah, maybe moving around, a little more energy. Yeah. So nothing is over yet. That's why you play 5 sets. So Pheasants looking to get back into the match here by getting set number 3, and they're on their way at this point. So Coach Hookie and going over some instructions. The Pheasants with Coach Osborne have cleared the timeout and are waiting for the Bulldogs. Giblin has served 3 points in a row here. 2 of the 3 were aces. If she would have got 3 aces in a row, we call that a turkey, and she would have got a dozen cookies from Redfield Subway, but didn't happen. Giblin rides the tape. Sandvig. Kraus clears it. Hardy is there. I think that's Gall to Suker. And Dexter over to Schooler to Wenzel, and she goes long. So Pheasants get another point, up 6, half of a dozen. Giblin serves that Sandvik to Schooler. Anderson down the near line. Kind of caught Youngworth there at an awkward, in relation to how close she was to the ball, it was kind of awkward for Chuck there, and Anderson had good velo on it. Now she's going to go serve. Goes to that back deep corner. Charlie plays it, and the Pheasants clear. Gall gets it out of there. Kraus, Schooler, and Sandvik. Wenzel gets it out of there, sorry. Pheasants clear it. Schooler push set. Pheasants there. Hardy. Gall near side. And Suker hits it off Snaza and Kraus and gets the point. How many kills Suker got tonight? 2, so that is Suker's second. Youngworth out. Evans in. And Radigan to the front row. Gall serving. Sandvik. Schooler. To Snaz up top, little rainbow attack. To Evans to Gall, near side to Suker. Dexter looked at it, and it was coming eye high, head high, and she made the right decision. I was probably hoping she would have touched it and got an arm on it and would have went out of bounds. Smart play there from the Bulldog. Wenzel now going to serve, trailing 8-13. Jump serve short, and is not clear. So, Pheasants 14-8. Some more shuffling around here. Out goes Evans. In comes in Youngworth to the front row. Suker out. Seabright in to serve. Up 6. Sandvik to Schooler. Snaza off balance. Did it hit the antennae? Oh, yeah, it did. So, official all over that right away. Student section getting into it. 15-8. Kraus, Schooler, over to Snaza, and wish he was there, but Snaza just had that angle where that ball was not coming back over the net. How many Snaza got?
Let's see. 7.
7 kills for Claire Snaza, the senior. Kraus to serve again. Seabright, free ball back over. Pheasants there and Bulldogs. Smith back to Kraus. Schooler up top to Pauly with a little tip. 2 Pheasants were there. Radigan keeps it alive. Cleared by Seabright. Sandvik there. Over to Schooler, and it caught her off balance, and Snaza tried just getting it over on the attack. A get me over attack, and can't complete the play. I'm glad we got Kraus off the serving line. She's kind of ate us up a little bit tonight. Nice job by the senior. Smith goes short. Kraus there. Schooler up top to Sandvik. Smith, Gall to Booth up the middle. Played out by, not sure. Gall cross court to Youngworth. Dug out by Wenzel. And that's going to be a lift on Hayden Gall, I think. Wenzel was in the back row there, number 4. So 16-10. Once again, if you're tuning in from near and far, we do appreciate you listening and watching us. Sandvik serving, the libero. Goes at Smith. To Gall, maybe she's going to go with the tip. You could kind of see her setting it up. You saw those eyes and that head just kind of lean towards the net. Old Hayden Gall, the junior, second year setting full time. Starting to get a little crafty. So, did the Bulldogs call a timeout there? So Coach Hookie wants her second timeout here. Pheasants being more aggressive, playing with good energy, good chemistry right now. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm seeing. There's a lot more energy with them this time. They're more focused, looking to make kills, looking to make plays a little bit more.
And the student section starting to get into it. It is White Lies night, so if you're unfamiliar with that, in the younger generation nowadays, they all bring white T-shirts and they write lies on them, like I'm really tall and the person's short. okay? Or something weird like that. So actually they really like it. Should be a fundraiser. School just buy 100 white shirts and sell them for $5, and kids will go nuts over those things. So Pheasants are out of the timeout waiting. Student section cheering at the Milbank C Squad team, giving it back and forth to each other. So here we go. Hardy up 17-10 serving. Pauly to Kraus, to Anderson. Hardy there to Gall, near side to Youngworth, and on the block would have been Kuma and Anderson, and Charlie gets it to fall. Pheasants up 8. Hardy goes at Sandvig. Kraus caught cross court to Kuma. Youngworth there on the dig. Gall near side to Youngworth again. And goes to Sandvig. Anderson sets it, and it's cleared by the Bulldog. Gall scrambles to Youngworth, and a little, just a volley to get it over, and the Bulldogs are there in Kraus. Cleared by Anderson. Smith from the back row. Wenzel plays it. Kraus, a little back set, and it's just off kilter there to Anderson. And the Pheasants get another long rally point. I think they're 3-0 in those tonight. So sometimes those can be backbreakers. 19-10. Pheasants trying to get their first set win of the night. Hardy to Wenzel. And tried to be played out of the net by Kraus. Just a long errant pass to Kraus, and not much she can do with it there. Good serving by the Pheasants here. Yes. Set number 3 as well. Had a few runs by a few different players. Hardy, Giblin, and Seabright, I think. Sandvik over to Kraus. Kuma over Booth and Gall, and Kuma gets the little lollipop tip type play. So Bulldogs needed a point. Who's back there to serve now? I think that's Pauly. Yep. Trailing by 9. Pauly goes at Smith to Gall, near side to Booth, played out by Sandvik, to Kraus, to Wenzel. And Hardy's there, and Gall clears it. Kraus back set to Anderson, and I don't know if it didn't clear the net, but Youngworth and Booth were there licking their chops to make a block. Dexter in for the Bulldogs. Out for the Pheasants is Evans and Seabright. Suker in, Evans to serve. Dexter to Kraus. Top side to Wenzel, blocked by Gall. Played by Suker, and in the middle there, Gracie Booth. So maybe a little Gracie Booth coming out of party. Getting some more time here as the season's gone on. The 5'9" freshman. Evans serving up 22-11. Dexter to Kraus. Wenzel from the top side and goes long. The Bulldogs just can't buy one right now.
Nope.
Looking like a little different team than what we've seen in the first couple of sets. Maybe a little rattled here. Pheasants up 23-11. Evans serves short to Anderson. To Kraus, and in the middle was that's Kuma, so she gets a kill. Looks like Kuma's going to come out. Schooler's going to come in to serve, so the senior is going to try to chip away at this Pheasant lead. Pheasants need 2 points to end this set. Hardy to Gall, near side to Suker, and she gets it over and played out by Sandvig. Wenzel over to Kraus. Pheasants just going to play it back over. Oh, Booth tips it into the net there. She kind of got turned around. So Bulldogs cut it to 10. Schooler still serving. Set number 3. Oh. Maybe served a cutter there because that thing, Smith thought that was maybe going to go ride the sideline and maybe came back. Not sure. We'll have to ask Kinley about that in class tomorrow. Hardy, good pass to Gall. Back set to Booth, and she gets it over Wenzel and Anderson, so another kill there for the freshman. Giblin in to serve, looking to finish it out. The sophomore. To Kraus, to Schooler. Up the middle to Wenzel. Back set from Gall. Dexter plays it. Kraus clears it to Hardy. Gall up the middle to Smith. Played out by the Bulldogs. Wenzel cross court blocked by Gall and Smith. Pheasants are scrambling. Are they going to get it across? Yes. Bulldogs a set up the middle to Anderson. Played out by Evans. Gall near side to Suker, and she has an awkward hit, but it's going to be played out by Sandvig. Sandvig back across to Giblin. Hardy up the middle to Gall, and the setter is played out, but a Bulldogs hit it back over, and then the Pheasants Gall to Smith, and they get set number 3, 25-14. So another long rally there, and the Pheasants get it. So they're 4-0 on those long rallies tonight. We're going to go to a commercial break and break down that third set here when we come back.
Just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At AgTegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
You'll find friendly, small-town service at your locally owned and operated SBS Lumber and Hardware in Redfield. They have all your small home repair needs covered. Plus, they now carry lumber and Valspar paints, along with all of your painting supplies. They have your fencing needs covered, too. From Carry Pet to livestock, they're a proud supporter of all youth athletics and activities. So for whatever you need, look no further than your locally owned and operated SBS Lumber and Hardware in Redfield.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Back to the Heartland State Bank Press Box. Heartland State Bank, a proud sponsor of all our local students and student athletes.
So, Coach Falk, we were welcome back to the Ken Greeno building for tonight's volleyball game. We're 3 sets in. Milbank takes the first 2. Pheasants come back and get set number 3. What'd you see in set number 3 out of the Pheasants?
A lot better team play. All around. Better hitting, better serving, better back row play.
Yeah, and I brought up the energy, and we caught some breaks. Kind of knocked Milbank back on their heels here. So Coach Hookie is still talking to the Bulldogs there in their huddle. See how they regroup here. Obviously, Pheasants want to keep playing tonight. Got to get this one, then you go to 5. And like you said earlier in the year, if it goes 5, what happens?
It's a race to 15, and anything can happen in that 5th set. It's a lot of get out early and go if you get to that point.
And I thought the Pheasants really served well last, the sophomores did their Giblin, Youngworth, and Seabright all had some mini runs in there that propelled. So set number 4 getting ready to start. Anderson, the senior, going to serve for Coach Hookie and the Bulldogs. Pheasants patiently awaiting. And goes after Rishi, and that goes off an arm and off a wall, so Bulldogs strike first. Very senior-heavy lineup for the Bulldogs. Mostly seniors, 1 freshman and a junior sprinkled in there for Coach Hookie. Hardy over to Evans, and the Pheasants can't handle that. So not the start the Pheasants probably wanted here. Anderson really getting after that back row. Some aggressive, hard serving. Bulldogs up 2. Anderson tries to go back to that back left quadrant, hits the tape, and does not make it over. So Pheasants will get a point. Radigan in for Hardy. Gall leading off the serving for the Pheasants per usual. Dexter to Schooler. Snoz up top, a rainbow clear. Gall to Radigan, and that's going to be blocked by Snaza and Wenzel. And I think that was Kraus finds the middle there, so the setter. Milbank running a two-setter system, right, Coach?
Yep.
Wenzel serving here, up 3-1, so Bulldogs waste no time to take the lead. Evans to Gall. Smith up the middle. Snaza gets on it and blocks it, but Pauly can't clean it up behind her, so 3-2. Looks like Sucre's going to go out, and Seabright's going to serve. So Pheasants have played 10 gals tonight. Sandvig to Schooler. Snaza up top, and that's going to be out, but
there was a tip.
Yeah, I think I saw the ball tip a little bit too. I don't want to admit it, but that would be fair. Snaz up to 8 or 9 kills on the night. Kraus back serving for the Bulldogs, and she's been tough back there tonight. And she goes right at Rishi there. Rishi kind of does the old drop step and lets it go right on by, and she made a good, as you would say, a good business decision. But that thing didn't miss by much. No. That was, oh, please, probably be out, and good decision, Brooklyn. Smith serving, trailing by 1. Smith tries to use the tape and goes into the net. It's a little back and forth here early on. That's kind of what you normally see, each team trying to cement their heels in and pull away. Sandvig serving for the Bulldogs in the Vegas gold libero jersey. Radigan to Seabright, cleared by Booth. Kraus to Kulma, and she mishits it, and the Pheasants get within 1. Hardy's going to come in for Radigan to serve. So Coach Osborne only running a couple girls fully around now, doing a lot more substitutions, simplifying some roles maybe. Hardy tries to go long, and Wenzel and Sandvig look at each other and made the right decision. 6-4, Bulldogs take 6 of the first 10. I think this is Pauly serving here, the 5'9" freshman. Smith to Gall, near side to Booth. She kind of just taps it over. Kraus to Wenzel, and blocked by Gall and Booth. Hardy keeps it alive. Seabright clears it. Another free ball played by Hardy. Gall near side to Youngworth. Gets a good hit in it, but Pauly's there. Kraus top side to Wenzel. And a good hustle play by Smith over to Youngworth. Oh, and Gracie Booth was just trying to tip it over and just couldn't make it happen. But heck of a hustle play by Smith. She got vertical at the ground. She left her feet, and Kendall almost cleared it. Pauly to Seabright. Gall near side to Booth, and I think she just out of kilter there a little bit. So 8-4 here. That's not the score I have, but we'll go by the official scoreboard in the gym. So Pauly serving on a little bit of a run. Smith to Youngworth. Gall clears it. Anderson. Kraus up top to Wenzel. Dug out by Smith and did not clear it or did not pass it to the right spot. So Bulldogs in a little bit of a run right now. Now it's 8-4. What is it, scoreboard people? Oh, the scoreboard
9-4.
Well, that's what we should have. Yep, there we go. Pauly, Seabright, free ball at the net. Kulma there against Gall. Kraus clears it. Sandvik to Anderson. She pushes it across. Gall with a little tip. And Sandvik and Kraus look at each other, and one of them must have said, I got it, and the other one thought they had it, and they both stopped. So 9-5 here. Any Twins fans following on? It's 4-1 Marlins, so the Twins season's basically over. Congratulations to them. Kraus to Anderson, and she smokes it, but just hits it a little long. If you don't know me, I'm a huge Twins fan, and a lot of my life revolves around their season. The last 3 weeks have been torture. Evans serving and goes just a little short. I don't know if she hit that squarely. That thing was spinning like a globe, and I've seen enough volleyball to know that. I don't think that's natural. Schooler in for Kulma to do the serving. Bulldogs up 10-6. Evans. Oh, and a free ball back over to Wenzel, and she makes quick work of that. So that's just kind of a unforced error by the Pheasants.
Yep, overpass situation there.
Wenzel to Smith. She passes over to Booth. Gall clears it. Anderson, Schooler up top to Wenzel, blocked by Gall. Bulldogs keep it alive. Evans passes over to Gall, near side to Suker, and Dexter's there for the Bulldogs. Anderson clears it violently, and Gall keeps it alive. Suker pushes it across. We're going to a long rally here. Anderson up the middle from, I think that was Schooler, and she goes long. Pheasants, I think, 4-5-0 in those long rallies tonight. Giblin in for Booth. Giblin's going to serve. Trailing 7-10. See if she can stay back there for a while. She goes short. Oh, and that goes to the Bulldogs. So 12-7. Who's serving now? Anderson. Evans. Oh, that's going to be an ace. How many aces the Bulldogs got tonight there, statistician Cal?
9.
9. One more and we're in trouble because you're not going to be able to count that high. Yeah, you're missing part of your thumb, yep.
It's not a thumb, dude.
Nub, I guess. Anderson to Smith, and she plays it over. If that was Hardy, maybe. And just an awkward pass back. Milbank maybe wasn't expecting it that quickly, and the Pheasants will get the point. See if the home team can kind of bite into this lead here. Gall serving. Sandvig to Schooley. Top side to Snaza with the tip. Gall waiting. Radigan over to Suker. She clears it. A couple Bulldogs dive. Get it back over, and Gall throws an arm at it, and the point goes to the Bulldogs. So Bulldogs look playing a little bit more energy and cleaning up some of those unforced errors here, set number 4. Wenzel is going to serve for Coach Hookey, up 14-8. And she mishits it, and the Pheasants will take that. So we keep saying it, Pheasants got to chew into that lead. This is kind of when you want to maybe do that, because Bulldogs get a few more points, 3-4, and you're starting to see the sunset. Schooley to Snaza. Rishi to Gall. Near side to Youngworth. Blocked by Snaza, but Seabright's there. She's going to clear it. Sandvig back to Schooley. Or Schooler. Pauly gets it. And Smith is there, but the Bulldogs, Wenzel in the back row. Cleared by Sandvig. Seabright to Smith, and Sandvig there. Schooler to Kraus. We now got another long one. Youngworth to the middle. Schooler gets a hand on it. Kraus cross court to Pauly. Now we're just passing. Gall to Smith, and we're passing. Wenzel, good pass up the middle to Snaza, blocked by Smith at the net. Sandvig to, that was, I think, Kraus, and the Pheasants are playing it over. Kraus, dug out by Seabright, and the Pheasants got to clear it. Rishi clears it. Wenzel Up the middle. That was out, but that was Schooler to Snaza, and Snaza had a good swing on it and just hit it long. So 5-0, 6-0, or something like that tonight in those long ones. Pheasants have done a good job in the long rallies. Seabright goes at Wenzel to Schooler, cross court to Snaza. Rishi there for the dig. Gall clears it to Seabright, and she gets it over. Sandvig to Schooler to Snaza, and Radigan keeps it alive. Youngworth keeps it going, and Snaza's having a little bit of a block party there at the net. Youngworth was kind of falling down, couldn't get much on it, and got put back in. Pheasants tried keeping it alive. I think Smith or Radigan. Trying to see who that was. I think that is Kraus. So she's got a couple aces tonight. Like I said, she's been hard on the Pheasants. Senior here from Milbank. Rishi to Gall, near side to Youngworth, dug out by Sandvig. Schooley over to Pauly, dug out by the Pheasants, and that's going to be a lift there. So I'm guessing Krause's grandpa is watching, Ron. So hello, Ron, if you're watching. Coach a little baseball against him. So Smith serving, trailing 11-16. Pheasants got to go on a run. Krause, Schooler, and near side to Snaza, and you don't want to get in the way of that. That might break a bone. So Milbank JVers and C Squad getting into it. How many Snaza up to on the night? 9 kills for Snaza. Sandvig gonna serve, and Coach Osborne wants to talk it over. So a little over halfway, Bulldogs have a 17-11 lead. What do the Pheasants got to do to get back into this, and then what do the Bulldogs want to do to finish this?
The Bulldogs just want to keep doing what they're doing here. You know, you're okay trading points at this point because you got such a big lead.
At some point, Pheasants are going to run out if they don't make a little bit of a run.
Yep. Pheasants, it's just 1 point at a time. Get the first one, get the ball back, and then it's 1 point at a time. We just got to start chipping away.
Yep. Get a couple of things to happen.
Just looking at stats here, it's been kind of a middle party tonight for both teams. Snaza's got 9 kills. The two middles for Redfield, Smith has 8, Booth has 7. So.
Good production there. We talked about getting that, one of the keys of the game was, or key players for the game for the Pheasant was that front line, and Smith is part of that. Gracie Booth is kind of joining the party here as we've gone, so good to see. Sandvig serving for the Bulldogs, 17-11, set number 4. Seabright passes over to Gall, near side to Booth, and that would be Booth with the kill there. It looked like Anderson and Kuma get a hand on it, but they block it, but it goes down. So here we go. We talked about it. Get a couple at a time. 1 point at a time, but a couple. And there was something on the floor, and an administrator and her student maybe went out there to check it out. Hardy serves at Sandvig. Kraus over to Kuma, blocked by Booth and Gall. Hardy keeps it alive. Youngworth clears it. Kraus, Sandvig. Top side to Pauly. She just gets it across. Hardy there. Gall up the middle to Booth. And another block there by Pauly and Kuma, but Gracie Booth finishes the job. 13-17 Bulldogs. Wenzel to Kraus. Kuma gets it over. Hardy there on the dig. Gall's got to chase it down. Booth clears it. Sandvig to Kraus. Near side Anderson, played out by Smith. Gall gets it over to Youngworth and gets it over. I thought maybe it caught a Bulldog arm there, and it did not. So Pheasants got it to 4. Now it's back to 5. Did make a little bit of progress there. Pauly back there serving for the Bulldogs. To Smith, a little windmill action there out of, I think that was either Gall or Booth. Wenzel clears it, pushes it at Hardy. Gall there to clean it up. Seabright's going to push it over. To Pauly, to Kraus. And Anderson gets the back set from Kraus and goes into the net, correct?
That's correct.
So she was either in the net or under it, which is illegal. Learning all sorts of new rules this year. Evans in to do some serving. Youngworth, Seabright out. Dexter to Kraus. Anderson clears it, blocked by either Suker or Booth, but can't get the ball to fall where we want it. So Bulldogs pick up the point. Schooler in to serve. I think Dexter went out there. Smith can't handle it. Chased by Hardy. She runs into the wall and just can't get it. So 20-14. Bulldogs been pretty impressive tonight behind the service line. Schooler serving. Smith plays it to Gall. Near side to Suker. And she goes long. Bulldogs kind of starting to pull away here. Schooler over to Hardy, to Gall, near side. Just a little flick of the wrist by Booth. Schooler, Anderson back to Evans. Gall near side to Suker, and she mishits it. Might have been a little off target set there. 22-14. Schooler goes long. Oh, Evans took a long, good look at it. She could probably read Madden on that volleyball and made the right decision. I think it was just getting out of the way.
I think that was the old softball skills paying off there.
Yep.
Bailed out at the last second.
Giblin in to serve for the Pheasants, trailing by 7. Kraus to Schooler. To Anderson. Gall flicks it in the air. Giblin clears it. And a battle at the net. Suker puts it down. Bulldogs there. Wenzel plays it. The tip, and the Pheasants were there and just kind of mishit it. So Anderson, the left-hander, is going to serve here, and she's done a nice job. I think Evans back in that back row. No, Rishi came in. Coach Osborne wants to talk it over here. And so the Pheasants need to get a stop here. You know, they need to come up with something out of the timeout. Maybe he'll draw something up here quick. I don't know if it's that simple or that hard. You can drop there's some plays, right?
You could run a slide, something like that, just to get them going. You get a point, and then you got to go on a big run.
Yep.
Because you're out of time now.
And you can't trade points. You talked about that because, Pheasants are 2 points away from sunset if you want to get mythical.
Yep.
And we need to go big and fast, real quick here. Otherwise, the night's going to be over. So, been pretty entertaining sets. Milbank in the 2 games they've won have just went on that 6-7-0 run and then just maintained, traded. And the Pheasants have, any time except set number 3, the Pheasants have tried to bite into that lead. The Bulldogs have dug their feet in, and a lot of that maybe could be attributed to their large senior class. They're running mostly seniors, a junior out there, and then they do have a freshman in Pauly. Anderson to serve. And that's going to be an ace. That was a very nice serve there. Put it right where she wanted it. Bulldogs 1 point away from the set and the match. Anderson goes deep, and Evans kind of charts it a little bit but gets out of the way. 24-16, Gall's going to serve. Hardy out, Radigan in to play the front row. Looks like we got Smith, Suker, and Radigan. Dexter over to Schooler to Snaza, and Snaza just mishits it and was not happy about that.
No, in fact, she caught the ball when she landed.
Yeah. Gall. To Sandvik. Schooler to Snaza. Might have been out, but Rishi elects to play it. It's cleared by Suker to Sandvik. To Schooler. Blocked at the net by Radigan and Smith, and that's going to go out of bounds. Who got that kill there?
I believe Wenzel did.
And that's going to be the match. So we will go to a commercial break here and come back and recap just a little bit and go from there.
Ready to transform your fitness journey? Join Anytime Fitness in Redfield today for just $1. Hurry in and take advantage of this limited time special. Their 24/7 gym offers top-notch equipment and a supportive community to help you reach your goals. Now's the time to seize the chance to kickstart your fitness journey. Find them on Facebook at Redfield Anytime Fitness. Act now and take the first step towards a healthier, stronger you. Anytime Fitness, proud sponsor of Redfield sports and school activities.
At Community Memorial Hospital and Redfield Clinic, they recognize the value of every person and are guided by their commitment to excellence and leadership. Their mission is to improve the health of every person they serve through the efficient delivery of excellent, innovative, and compassionate care. Schedule your appointment or virtual visit with your care provider. Community Memorial Hospital and Clinic. Best of care, close to home.
At Heartland
Welcome
State
back
Bank.
to the Heartland State Bank Press Box. Heartland State Bank, a proud sponsor of all our local students and student athletes.
And welcome back to the Ken Greeno building here in Redfield at the conclusion of the Milbank Bulldogs and Redfield Pheasants volleyball matchup. All Bulldogs tonight in 4. Little recap of what happened. Bulldogs took set number 1, 25-18, kind of back and forth, and they pulled away kind of towards the end and in the middle. Set number 2, a little bit closer. Milbank wins that one, 25-20, same story. And then set number 3, the Pheasants come out victorious, 25-14. Really kind of knocked the Bulldogs back on their heels and got some things going and got that set. And then set number 4, Milbank got going early. Pheasants hung, but just didn't maintain in the middle points there. The Milbank serving attack very good, and they win set number 3, 25-16. Breakdown of some kills and stats here, skills and aces for each team. Leading the way tonight for, actually she's tied. Snaza from Milbank had 9 kills. Anderson had 3. Pauly had 3. Wenzel 3, and Shawneman 1. Aces, they had 11 aces. Josie Anderson, very good server. She had 5. Kraus had 3. Shawneman 1. Wenzel 1. And Schooler 1. For the Pheasants, they were led by freshman Gracie Booth. She had 9 kills on the night. And Charlie Youngworth had 8. Hayden Gall had 5. Kinley Smith had 8. Charlie Youngworth had 3. Suker had 2. And Kendall Seabright had 1. Aces, Hardy had 2. Smith had 1. And Giblin had 2. The set number 4, the Pheasants really served very well and kind of, like I said, kind of got after the Bulldogs, but couldn't continue that long term in set number 3 and then in set number 4. So Pheasants record falls to 3-11, and then Milbank will go to 8-6 and kind of hold on into that 2 seed area. The Groton Tigers are holding off that 1 seed, and then it's Britton Hecla, and then I believe Roncalli, and then Webster, and so on and so on. So Pheasants will return to play here. They've got a couple days off to kind of regroup mentally and rest up. It doesn't get any easier, folks, though. You look at the Pheasants schedule. The Blue Bloods are coming up of Class B. You've got Northwestern Tuesday, so that's where they'll head to play. We wish Milbank good luck in the rest of the season. Might see them again in postseason play. It'd be interesting to see if they can climb high enough to get there. We'll see. There's a lot to play for, a lot of moving pieces in the middle of Region 1A. So we do appreciate you watching. We thank all of our sponsors and viewership. And we will see you down the road, and safe travels to our visitors from Milbank. So good night, everybody.
Our customers are at the center of everything we do. Heartland State Bank is a family-owned community bank and here for you. We have an experienced lending staff for fast, local decisions. Heartland State Bank offers competitive rates and is proud to provide uptown services with a hometown touch. With 4 locations in Redfield, Tulare, Wessington, and Highmore, we aspire to support the communities we live and work in. Heartland State Bank, member FDIC.
At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.